For this video, I wanted to talk about certain TV shows and ones in particular that have many seasons to them even years later, and even these TV shows being the same genre as other TV shows. I've always wondered this, but a friend of mine of Discord was talking about it to another person and it made me think about this topic again and made me wanna talk about it in a video. What I wanted to talk about is about medical and crime investigation shows, like there are medical shows like Grey's Anatomy, The Good Doctor, House, New Amsterdam, Chicago Med and others etc., and crime investigation shows like Bones, Criminal Minds, and others etc., and also shows like these exist in other countries too, like in India having shows like CID, Crime Investigation Department, and Crime Patrol. So, my question with these shows is that if they have lots of seasons, how did they run for so long? I mean, I know that there are lots of diseases in the world to treat. To minimize the risk of, either the risk of getting worse, or the risk of spreading because it's contagious, to find a cure of. And I know that there are lots of crimes that people commit. But I wonder that because there are so many episodes releasing of these shows within a season and quite a lot of seasons, plus having other shows that focus on similar concepts, how do people working on the show come up with new things each episode so it keeps viewers interested, since some of these shows probably have long lengths for each of the episode, and so keeping things interesting would be important without making the episode feel stretched out for too long just to reach a certain length when it could have done with being shorter, and also stretching out a season when it should have ended already. Wouldn't there be a chance of repetition? Wouldn't there be a chance of the people working on the show running out of creativity? I wonder if there's a chance of the people working on the shows coming up with something random as hell or odd for an episode to try to bring something new or interesting to the episode because the show still runs even though the show is better off ending since it's been on air for far too long. I do think it's not impossible with bringing new things to shows like these, but there's also a limit to how many new things that can be brought to the show, because with more than one of these types of shows existing, each show having to bring something new to have enough for a season, let alone an episode, would probably need lots of thinking, brainstorming, doing research and things so that they don't copy other ideas, and that obviously would take a lot of time, right? I do feel these types of shows reach a point where they're lacking in story, where once they were great shows to watch, maybe IDK, but as they go later on in seasons, they start to fall off in story because of what I said above about repetitive thoughts, similar shows and having to bring something new or keeping the show interesting. Maybe some of these shows do get better as time goes on. IDK, but all in all, keeping these shows running long with good quality so that each season is better than the last one is gonna be long and hard work, and making shows like these would need lots of thoughts so it doesn't copy or repeat.